How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane, and I'm back to give you another Digimon BeatBreak episode review. It's episode 15 entitled Little Courage. Before I go further, I need you to get a little courage from me. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified of more videos like this one. Share the video, leave a comment, and go and, subscribe to the Patreon. Trying to get the funds so we can make this channel even greater. And I appreciate you all taking the time out to watch, no matter what you choose to do. But do subscribe and like. That actually helps a lot. So, this episode, during the tactics arc, does not feature tactics, the team tactics yet, which is fine. This is an interesting interlude where we do get more lore, right? And I guess because the bulk of this episode, it mirrors, it feels almost like an allegory to what is going on in real life. And you know what? I'm going to talk about it. I have to talk about it because this episode just made me think of that over and over again. So if you have a problem with it, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't make the episode, but I surely see a lot of themes with that, with what's going on in real life. So let's talk about the lore real quick. The Kinoko Gang, right? We don't have any of their real names. So I'm going to refer to as Kinoko Leader or Kinoko Number 1 or Mushroom Number 1, and then lackeys by how they look. There's one with glasses, and then there's just your obligatory fat one. So Kinoko Leader, remember, he lost Chambomon to Poyomon. He is upset and blames the Glowing Dawn for Chambomon being deleted, which the freaking mental gymnastics here, which again reminds me of real life, is astounding. Because first he goes, we see their introduction when they were trying to pick on Tomoro and Gekkomon. Like, hey, you didn't answer the thing, so we're here to beat you up. Oh, you were Glowing Dawn, we ran away. Oh man, we ran into the Poyomon, and because we suck ass, Poyomon, who apparently is a rookie / adult level / child level Digimon, right? Basic of the most basic. Beat you, and Chambomon is a champion level Digimon, just putting it out there, adult champion level Digimon. So because you all suck, and then Tomoro was there, and I'm not gonna front, Tomoro was being a bit of a dick at the time. This was still dickish Tomoro, but you blame the Glowing Dawn for it, and he wants revenge. Well, his emotions are so high, and he has a brand new Sapotama, one of the newest ones, and they're talking as if, now see, here's one of the things that do annoy me. They're talking as if like those things will make that we know that, oh, you could just make another Digimon if you're a person that had one before. No, we did not know that shit. But he presses his hand on it, and with all his rage, unrightful rage and everything, makes Redvegimon. So I'm adding this to the lore counter. I don't know that the way that they were speaking make it seem like it's supposed to be known, because one guy's like, we don't even know if it will make one. First of all, is that like a common thing? Like people who've had Digimon touch another one and make another one? So facto number 1, if you get a new Sapotama and you have the E-Pulse that can make a Digimon, you can make another Digimon. And it also appears that depending on the strength of your E-Pulse, that is what initial level they come out to. Such as someone like Kyo, first time he touches it, gets a champion. So Mushroom Leader / Mushroom Man Number 1, his pulse is strong enough that he makes these champions, these low-level champions, but still champions all the same. Because, I mean, Chambomon can turn into Blossomon or even Cherrymon. These things turn into other stuff if he worked hard enough. Let's just look at the Digimon 2 real quick. So, let's boop. Redvegimon. Should seem very familiar. I'll even give you an anime picture to look at. I can't believe that trick actually works to showing the picture clear here. So, Redvegimon, right? Told you it was a champion / adult level Digimon, right? Plant or insectivorous plant, virus type, Wind Guardians, doesn't matter about his main weight. I don't know why they put weight on here. It's a strengthened version of Vegemon whose entire body is ripened and turned red. The high intelligence and offensive power it has, unlike Vegemon, who is still unripe. This red ripened form is Vegemon's true form, and it is possible that the harsher elements found on the Folder continent caused Vegemon to take on this original form. Its personality has turned even more devious and cunning. This Digimon is an asshole in this episode, just completely. But again, Digimon are mirror reflections of who their tamer, I hate using the word owner, who their tamer is, right? Shademon is this Digimon that just, really wants Haruko, I think that's her name is, or Hakuto, wants to really get her approval and does whatever she says, even when she abuses it, kind of like her with her father. Gekkomon is literally childish and always hungry, like Tomoro. Even though Tomoro puts on a steel face, that is who he is. Pristimon, while having a lot of tsundere moments for some reason, shows more of a refined personality, which Reina has to be putting on a mask. And again, Kirpmon or Kirpomon has this shy personality. Makoto has a shy personality as well. So obviously Mushroom Dude is an asshole, which he is. Can't wait to get into that. Special move is spewing out putrid poison laced breath, which is hazard breath. Anyone that carelessly tries to take it on, mistaking it for ordinary Vegemon, when in doubt, meet a terrible fate. He also has another move called Red Thorn, which just slaps you with those things, with those little bulbous things. This thing here gets so mad that it snaps off its own arm sometimes. We've seen this thing. We've seen it in Digimon Adventure. We've seen it in Adventure 02. We've seen it in Frontier, Try, Adventure 2020 remake in the background, of course, and now Digimon BeatBreak. Feels like it's one of those older Digimon, especially when it shows up on some of the older digital Digimon devices or Digimon pet devices. And then the MVP, yeah, I gotta give you the MVP. The MVP here is Poyomon. Now, we are first introduced to Poyomon, this baby form, or in-training form 1 or baby 1, however you want to call it, is this, and then the next form, and then, your rookie, your child forms. We were introduced to this. This was, what Angemon turned into when, Angemon, oh, I'm so strong and powerful. Oh, I use my power. I'm a little baby now. Whatever. Stupidest trope of all time. But this particular Poyomon, I don't know if people remember, this Poyomon was the Heamon with the thing in its ear, with the earring. The one that... Was this the one that got... No, this wasn't the one that got Asuka. The one that got away. The one that killed the Chombomon or deleted it. Right? So, I find this is kind of interesting here. But we'll talk about what's going on with the babies in a minute. Let's talk about these jackasses. The Mushroomons. The Kinoko group, whatever. So they make this, he makes this thing, and he wants revenge on them. So it's like, yeah, let's go get revenge. So we're going to get all of them. They just so happen to see where Nirinso is, the sanctuary for the baby Digimon, because we're not going to let them go get deleted. Just because we whooped their asses so bad, and Kyo believes in second chances. Something that's going to annoy the hell out of me later. And so I was like, yeah. Who left? Tomoro has been given his E-post, so he's asleep. He's knocked out. He's KO'd. Reina, Makoto go out to go get supplies with Yoshi, but they caught them coming in, so they see them coming out, and they go in. It's the sanctuary, and they see all the baby Digimon who are training with the others, who are training with our 3 main rookie Digimon. I'll touch on that more in a minute. I want to talk about this. And, this asshole here, this one here, initially is all like, yeah, we're going to beat him up, and, we'll, we'll go ahead and we'll sell the other Digimon. Like, okay, so you have a new level of being a piece of shit. Like, he wants he wants revenge that bad. But here's the thing about Redvegimon. Redvegimon is all that weird, dumbass rage at that moment. He's like, you know what? I will do one better. We're going to capture all of their Digimon, and then we're going to put them all in a cold heart state. To where, like, the flunkies are like, huh? And then this guy, you saw the picture with the sweat drops. Sweat drops in animes usually either convey nervousness, or being unsure, or going like, especially in Dragon Ball Daima's instances, like, oh my goodness, this dude is ridiculous, just to convey that emotion, right, without having the character say it. He's going along with this. Even their guys are like, I don't think we need to do this, or maybe we're going a little bit too far. They go with their plan because, you know, it's time for the babies to rest, or after they've done their training. All right, let's sprinkle it in. The babies wants to be as strong as Gekkomon. Like, they flat out, remember, most of these Digimon are either Digimon that they have beaten or Kyo has beaten, but they all see how strong Gekkomon is. Gekkomon's evolved too, so they're like, they say, and by the way, they say it in baby Digimon speak, where they, like Pokemon, say their names. So Poyomon's like, Poyo, Poyo, or, I don't know, can't think of another one. I think it might be called Gummymon, but it's like, Gummy, Gummy. They say their names. Of course, the rookies can understand them. And so, like, okay, well, they all train. And when I mean they train, they legitimately train. Like, this is how we are first introduced. We have the bat that spews fire. And I like the callbacks, because this comes back later. As opposed to making it like, oh man, I'm kind of surprised these babies can actually do these moves. And this one is like a little, I think it's called like a Yuki Daramon or something like that. It's a little guy, a little bit fuzzy here. I apologize. Spews ice. Then you have the horned ones. I had to add that sound effect. You know, the sword fighting. Cool. I'll tell you about the words of encouragement in a minute. So they're training. Time for y'all to go to sleep. Kirpmon. It's not Kirpmon. Kirpmon goes out. Obviously, it's the scout. It's always the scout. Gets captured. Pristimon's going to follow up. Because Kirpmon saw them with his radar eye. Pristimon's like, he's taking a long time. I'm going to go out and check on my buddy. Gets captured. Gekkomon being dumb, when the big one comes with a mushroom, like, hey, I got a giant mushroom to share. Oh, let's get him. Mushroomon poisons him. Ends up poisoning them both. Now, here's where shit's going to get crazy. Like, hey, give me the antidote. It's going to give him the antidote. Redvegimon grabs it and then looks and goes, oh, you actually did it. I guess I'll give you the thing. And so, you know, Mushroom Leader goes, well, what if he didn't do it? You know, I can't stand to see things that I don't like sometimes. So I just kind of go crazy and snaps his own arm off. That's what I mentioned earlier. So you're getting, I hope you're following me here. You're getting this thing. By the way, you're getting this thing that's shown as aggressive, is pushing you all to do something that you actively know is wrong. They grab Tomoro, who's like still out cold, and he's gonna put him in the cold heart state. Of course, the babies come in. Poyomon warrant tells everybody, because Poyomon saw all this. Poyomon's the only one that doesn't join an attack, but he rips his arm off and tells leader number one to beat up Gekkomon with it, or he's going to turn his other bodies into cold hearts. Because initially he's like, hey, I'm satisfied with this. He's like, oh, you're satisfied? That's good. It's something I wouldn't say. Again, Redvegimon continuing this what's the word I'm looking for? This consistency with being an asshole Digimon throughout the entire series. So this bugs the hell out of me, because eventually Poyomon stands up to him, remembering a speech that Pristimon had told him about one of the first times that it and Reina were going to fight a Digimon. And this is like Kakatorimon, straight up. If that's the only thing about this. This is why I asked you guys, donate to the Patreon, so that way I can get editing software, and that way I can just pop something right there. And Reina tells him, when you want to run away, that's when you need to move forward. Poyomon remembers it, moves forward. Even Redvegimon is taunting the whole time. Asshole. Straight asshole. Just like, oh yeah, you weakling that's too afraid to fight me. You get a front row seat of me actively trying to kill this kid. Stands up to him. It rallies the others back because the others got beat up. It rallies the little babies up again through some I like the ingenuity of how the baby Digimon won, right? Poyomon, by the way, knocked out the mushroom head because he's going, I'm sorry. You're not sorry. Remember, after a certain Second World War where folks were saying I was just following orders, that doesn't work. Which is some shit we saying nowadays. That doesn't work. You're still an asshole. You didn't have to do it. I'm just saying. You didn't have to do it, Mushroom Man. So that they rally together. I think it's cute. We see the fire again. We see the ice. We see the ones with the stabby pointy heads. Stab them in the butt. And when he tells them to do a poison at them, Poyomon bubbles the poison into Redvegimon's mouth. Give me the antidote. They all work together, bopping it into Gekkomon's mouth. Gekkomon is apparently strong enough to beat up most weak level champions. Does that with Redvegimon, turns them into, it's like a green onion Digimon. I didn't bother looking it up. We've seen it before though. It is another baby form. What annoys me is that Kyo is willing to forgive them, like saying everybody deserves a second chance, because these jackasses, by the way, he's very ugly, so his expressions are just interesting to show. He's ugly as shit. But Kyo's like, yeah, everybody deserves a second chance. Besides, they know where this place is. Tomoro doesn't know anything that's happened because he was already knocked out. And he's like, besides, if they tell anybody, he gives them that look, like the smile of, oh my goodness gracious, the smile of a devil with all these black lines coming off of him, right? Because they offer to disband the Kinoko group and become the Nirinso Defense Force to defend what's going around here. Because obviously if they ran into it, someone else could probably run into it. So again, I told you it's a reflection of some of the stupid shit that's going on in the world today. And it is. You're so mad about your misfortune that you take it out on a group that you had one interaction with, and then a second interaction with one of their guys who you tried to jump. And so you blame them for your misfortune instead of thinking to yourself, oh, I'm a weak piece of shit. And I just didn't train. I just constantly went after the lowest bounties because I'm a weak piece of shit. Doesn't acknowledge any of that. And then your rage makes this beast, and you follow this beast. And then when the beast says something and says, we're going to do this and hurt these people real bad. Like, he wants to hurt all of them, which, by the way, good luck with actually hurting Kyo. Like, they had to call Kyo in because of everything that happened. Kyo was making light work of a Gigasmon, and he was just playing around, literally just playing around. Good luck with that. You probably he might have accidentally killed you, but tells you, yeah, we're going to put him in this state, a coma, that there's no way of getting out of without certain things that you have to do. And you're just like, oh, okay, yeah, no, we got to make them pay. And before that, you're like, yeah, we'll just get these beings and we'll just sell them. Screw it. I'll just be an asshole. Then it's like, well, I'm gonna hurt your other buddies if you don't beat this thing up. As opposed to taking the weapon he got in you and turning it on him. He's one of the weakest tamers owners I've ever seen. You suck. And it reminds me so much of real life where you're following someone constantly and you know what this person is doing is wrong. But you just come so far. I'm already in it, so I just got to keep going. No, you don't. Do the right thing. Don't be an asshole. What really gets my gout, if I had gout, what gets my goat here They say, yeah, you're forgiven. I wouldn't have forgiven them, but they're not punished at all. They offered to work here. That's not a punishment if they offered it. I just there's no what's the word I'm looking for? It starts with an R. I was gonna say restitution, but they have not paid any kind of price. And you have these weaklings defending this area? Really? Are they going to train too? I like the idea of the baby Digimon training. So they go, all right, we got enough strength. Oh, there's challenges here. Evolve into rookies or back into champion forms to defend this place. All right, back to baby forms where we don't need that much energy. Because that's the only reason why they're in baby forms, is just so they don't have to have a lot of energy. I just wish these dudes would have been punished. That's the thing that just makes me annoyed. Just, oh yeah, everybody deserves a second chance. Which also makes me wonder, did Kyo do something that he's giving out second chances because he's hoping that he deserves a second chance? That's a thing we see in this type of media and these type of stories, even in anime. Like I'm trying to forgive others and give others a second chance because I want a second chance, or I wasn't given a second chance. What Digimon did you kill that you felt bad about killing in front of a little kid? Was it a Leomon? I kind of hope he accidentally killed a Leomon in front of a kid. That would be kind of cool. Also, so in this world, you can technically have 2 Digimon. Go boom. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? No, I'll stay a trainer. By the way, give me another Sapotama. By the way, oof. Okay, now I have 2. If I were in this world, I'm not joining up with no groups because it seems like most of the people, if they're not glowing dawn, are assholes. I'm like, give me 3 eggs. I'll just have my own team and we'll just solve this stuff myself. But that's interesting to note. I wonder if that's gonna come back up again. So initially, I was giving this a 4 because I like the lore, right? I also like the fact that we see the Digimon by themselves and they have autonomy. Look at that. We didn't force a narrative like in Ghost Game. They have autonomy. They know, okay, we're gonna help we're gonna help the babies out. All right, it's time that everybody go back inside. Gekkomon is a good big brother. We're gonna make sure the area is safe. I like them doing things without their tamers. I refuse to call them the other thing. So it's fun. I like that part. I like the lore. The Kinoko group not getting punished is kind of annoyed to me. Or maybe it's just because I'm seeing the reflections of the things that are going on in the waking world, and maybe that's part of what bothers me. But I give it a 4 out of 5. It wasn't terrible at all. It's just adding more lore and art imitating life, even though I'm pretty sure this was drawn. This is 2026 now. This was probably drawn sometime in 2024. But interesting. Interesting on how things are a circle and not a straight line. Let me know what you thought of the episode, right? I'll let you guys in on a secret. Just because you guys don't see the dislikes, the creators see the dislikes. So I am encouraging, and I really appreciate everybody who does leave a comment, no matter how big or small you think it is. I appreciate all the comments. I want to know when you disagree, right? Because I know some people go, oh man, you're reaching. Don't think I'm reaching, but let's talk about it. Let's have a good time. I really want to know what you all think about this. But almost forgot to talk about next week's episode. Next week's episode is entitled Where I Belong. And I love at the ending here, where I'm guessing this horn Digimon, don't know the name of it, I know it's an armor level Digimon, captures both Reina Pristimon and fake Sasuke Grants in Ludomon. So they're in some type of frozen region. Tomoro's worried, and Kyo's like, they'll be okay. They're stronger than you think. So this will be interesting. Where we have two of the rival teams stuck together. Maybe they'll have some type of better understanding of one another. Better than her being stuck with blue hair who keeps flirting with her. Get out of here. Again, 4 out of 5. Let me know what you think. Please comment down below. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure you share the video and hit up that Patreon. I appreciate all of you. Please be good, be blessed. Wash those hands, drink some water. Be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes, please don't be a jerk, okay? We have way too many jerks. Do not be like the Kinoko group. Make your own decisions, all right? And if some of the things that are going on in your life and in the world have you down, depressed, sad, just feeling defeated, please reach out to someone, talk to someone. There are people out there that would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow. I can guarantee you that, okay? People rather help you carry your burdens than watch you, fall to them. All right. You want to talk to me? My social medias are also in that description below. Give me a follow, say hello, be mellow, and we'll be good to go. All right. All right. Until next time, my Digi dudes, I will see you again. Make sure you be good and stay warm out there. All right.